Winter is barrel proof season, drinking buddies. That means barrel proof ryes, barrel proof bourbons. I think that I can give you guys 5 that are not too hard to find, barrel proof bourbons and ryes that you should be sipping this winter. And I'll give you one more that'll be a little bit harder to find, but is also quite tasty and good for a good winter pour. Let's get right into it.
I'm your drinking buddy.
Alright, drinking buddies, so the criteria for this list is I wanted to go with whiskeys that are at barrel proof. And I think that they will all be good winter sippers. They're all available right now. Like I said, one of them is going to be one that you'll have to hunt for, so it's kind of a bonus when it's not really on the list. But the 5 you should be able to find, and I'm going to begin with the rye, and we're going to begin with Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. Everybody knows the quality of Wild Turkey Rare Breed, but not a lot of people talk about this one. It's around the same price. And yeah, these barrel proof bourbons are freaking tasty. Non-chill filtered. The regular Rare Breed Rye is chill filtered. I'm sorry. The regular Rare Breed is chill filtered. This one is not, and that gives for a nicer mouthfeel, I think, sometimes. Sometimes those chill filtered bourbons don't have the mouthfeel as that you get off of a chill filtered bourbon, a non-chill filtered bourbon or rye. A lot of that was rambling. What I'm trying to say here is this one brings some really good fall spice, winter spice flavors, and it's a solid, readily available bottle that you should be sipping this winter. Next up, we're going to move over to Tennessee, and we're going to talk about a bourbon. Yes, I call Jack Daniel's a bourbon. I don't care. Grab some of these Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs. I like to buy the 375 bottles because that means I can taste more batches. They release several batches a year. Doesn't really say on there, but you can tell which batch is which by the proof. So if you look and it's a different proof than one you have, you might want to check it out. They're all pretty similar in flavor, but all solid, all really good. And like I said, I recommend the 375 so you can taste more batches. Next up, we're going to go back to a rye. And actually, it's outside of the US. It's a product of Canada, and it's Alberta Premium Cask Strength. This one here is 63.7% alcohol. This to me has got really great candy bar flavors. Really nice sipper for the winter. And I also like that sometimes I go to it and I'm like, oh wow, there's some of those herbal qualities you get off of a rye as well. So it's a really, really unique flavor profile that I really enjoy. Next up, we have Barrell Vantage. I really like this one, 114.44 proof, bottled at cask strength. This is going to be a bourbon whiskey that's finished in French, Mazinura, and American oak, toasted American oak. So it's got a little bit of that toasted flavor. It's got a little bit of that Mazinura oak finish that you get off some of the Japanese whiskeys, as well as some French oak, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a moment here. French oak can give bourbon some really interesting flavors. So really cool to see this as a shelf readily available bottle because it is really good. Next up, new Riff single barrel. These actually aren't available in Arizona, but you can order them online, which is what a friend of mine did here and got me this one. Bourbon, 108.9 proof. Really, really solid bottle. I really enjoyed this new Riff. I think what they're doing is cool. They're a smaller company. This is a younger product. It says on here it's 4 years old. You know, a lot of the other whiskeys up here are probably much older than that, but it doesn't taste young, got good flavors, got a lot going on. One I would highly recommend. And then last up, like I said, at the honorable mention, this one will require a little bit of hunting. It's not easy to find, but the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series, the most current release, BRT-O 1, is fantastic. And here we are with French oak again, correct, I believe. It does not say French oak on here. It's actually American oak. Last year's was French oak. So, but yeah, this one I really like because it's got some really toasted marshmallow flavors going on to it. And yeah, that kind of reminds me of winter, you know, sitting by a campfire toasting marshmallows. That's a winter thing for me. And this is a barrel proof product at 109.4 proof. BRT-O 1 is one you should be looking for. Drinking buddies, have a great winter. Sip some barrel proofs this year. If it's not any of these, tell me what you're drinking in the comments below.